if I were a founder building an AI startup today, I would choose open source for three primary reasons. So one is the customizability that open source models offers, which what it means for me as a founder is that I can take a well-trained model and kind of like fine-tune it with my proprietary data and distill the model down to the size that I want, which kind of like matches my user demographic, right? So what does this mean for a startup's journey? What this means is that like it kind of like helps me iterate and pivot at a much faster rate than I would be doing it at a closed source counterpart. And the second one is essentially as we heard earlier, is that a lot of these platforms will end up like competing versus cooperating with the apps that they run on top of them. We all know the famous S curve where we kind of like where platforms start by cooperating and they start competing to kind of like maximally extract values from the apps that are running on top of them, right? As a founder, this would be like my kind of like existential threat if I were to be building on a closed source model. And the third, the most important in my mind, which doesn't get enough attention, is a like how fast the innovation happens on open source communities, and b you if you look at the if you kind of like look back at the history of the internet, right, all the standardization will happen on open platforms, and if I'm a founder who's building on standard set of APIs, standard set of tooling, I'm actually essentially trading my strategy risk to execution risk, which is a great place to be as a founder.